go. It's your boy Rawsko Squeezoff with
Rich Blackman.
We back at it again. This time we doing reviews. What we gonna review today, Mr. Rich?
The new 2025 Tesla Model 3.
This is the all-wheel drive, dual motor, red in color. Wasn't my first choice, but it doesn't look too bad. Let's take a look around it. And in fact, let me close this down. There we go. And you see the all-wheel drive, the dual motor, because you got an actual motor in the front and the back. It's no regular engine motor in these cars, so they got a motor for the front, motor for the back. Dual motor gets you a little bit more horsepower. Take a peek inside, you can actually see the screen. It actually shows you the car itself on the inside, which is kind of amazing itself. If you take a look at the back, let me open the back for you too. If you look at the back, the screen on the back, it still goes as well. You can watch movies in the back, you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix, you can watch Hulu, you can watch pretty much any streaming service. And you can download stuff. I just watched a video about them downloading Disney on there, because it said Disney used to come on there, and now it's not, but you can still download it back.
Okay.
It got car karaoke.
Now see, that's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie.
Car karaoke. Now, one of the things I want to really get into, the handles. My mother is 70 years old, my aunt is 71. So when I pick them up, they have no idea how to get in the car. With the handles for the Model 3, you push this in, grab it, pull it open. Now from the inside, you press this button. When you press this button, you just push the car out. Push it over.
Which I have to admit took a little bit getting used to for me, because I couldn't, the first time when we actually, when you had rented that one, and we did the first review on Tesla, that was a
2024, and that was the single motor rear wheel drive.
Right, so when we first did that one, I was completely confused on this whole setup. I'm thinking, old school, new school, old school. You walk up to it, it comes out. It took me literally 5 minutes to sit there, and I'm like, it's not working because it's not coming out. So this thing here is crazy to me. It makes me leery, but it's like the coolest thing ever.
The Model S and the Model X are the ones that have the pop out.
Okay.
So I believe the Model Y and the Model 3 have this setup, which is not a bad setup. I've had it in the ice and storm and the snow, and so far it hasn't been an issue whatsoever. Stay on this car.
Now, one of the cool things that I really like about this car, which it really didn't occur to me until here recently, don't make fun of me, it is what it is that the car actually has two trunks. It has a trunk and a frunk, however you want to say that. Who the frunk knows? But I tell you this, for a Model 3 for it to be a small vehicle, it has a lot of space, and I do love that. So come on over and let me show you. This trunk space is huge. I mean, it's bigger than most of the mid-size sedans, full-size sedans. I'm not exactly sure the exact cubic inch in there, but it's huge. You can probably put about 2 or 3 bodies in there, but whatever. And I love this too. This is pretty techy. I love that. Press it down, and it goes down automatically. And I like sounds like that whole. This is crazy.
Same thing coming up. You just press the button underneath, and it comes up.
I love that. So let's check out the front. It's not as big, but I tell you what, it's kind of like one of those things. If you're going on like a weekend trip or overnight trip or something like that. It's big enough for you to throw a gym bag in there, a couple of small things, a backpack, anything like that. So this is pretty cool. For a guy that's used to seeing the engine head, it's really weird, but I like the idea. I like it, to have something to have extra store space.
What's really crazy about going under the hood of a car, and the only thing you can actually access is your window washing fluid.
That's crazy to me. But I guess you need to put it somewhere. Yeah, you had to put it somewhere.
Right. So this is just strictly storage, washer fluid.
I love that.
Now, real quick, I want to show you something behind this. We might not have noticed just now. If you look, is the rear camera is up underneath. So you know how you get those cars? I've had many cars where when it rains and when it's like messed up outside, it covers up the camera. This camera stays clear at all time. So far, for the only had it what 2.5 weeks. That's the clearest I've seen it.
I love
then this cool car has a million cameras. Camera here. Camera here. There's a camera. Can't really see the windshield's tinted out, but it's a camera in the front as well. You can get up on there. Then same thing on the passenger side. Camera here and camera here. And show you the cams on the screen. If you look on the screen, you can actually hit the button here and hit dash cam. It's coming up, I guess. There it is. Showing you all the cameras. Here, 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 here. And this one is this. So you can switch to different ones. The front ain't showing us nothing because we don't got the front door there. Rear, left, right, rear, front. There you go.
That's crazy because it covers all aspects of the car, and that is completely wild to me. Like, talk about super surveillance.
Now, when you're in Sentry mode from your phone, you can actually pull it up no matter where you're at. So the car, I can't show it to you right now because we're using the phone to recover, but you can actually go onto the Tesla app and pull up those same screens from anywhere you're at. Now, from what I've been told by someone, it doesn't affect the battery too much, but it does affect it some if you're always in Sentry mode.
So let me ask you this, Rawsko. I've had the vehicle for about 2 weeks now, right?
Yes.
What is your favorite feature on this vehicle?
Self-driving, which we're going to show in a moment. I love the self-driving, and so because we've been having snow, we're supposed to have snow again tomorrow. I love defrosting the vehicle when I'm not near the car. I will literally just put it on defrost, and I don't wait until the snow's fully on the car because I guess that would, because I've seen videos where people say that it doesn't, it takes a long time. My thing is, I'll just put the car on and defrost it.
As it goes?
As it goes. And then I'll let it go off, and then I'll do it again 2 or 3 hours later. And that way it never, ever piles up on the vehicle. Now, I don't want to jump around too much, but notice, there is no stems on this car. Everything's on the dash.
Oh, yeah.
There's no anything there. Everything's on the dash. I mean, on the steering wheel or the actual screen. So you make your turn signals, windshield wiper fluid, music, everything from there. And then also, the other feature I love is when you hit the microphone, it's pretty much just fluid. You can just ask the question, what's the nearest Tesla station? Anything, it pops right up on the screen. Takes you anywhere you want to go.
So that's like a demo now?
Yeah, that's showing me driving.
Yeah, that's all.
That's actually that's footage of me driving. It records. Now you know something? I had to look into that. I'm gonna find out exactly how much it records, but you can change the memory card on there, the USB stick on there, make it larger. But
so the trick is, don't go out there doing no crimes in these vehicles because somebody owns that footage.
But it's great from accidents. When you have accidents, you got all your information, where it came from, you can prove your innocence, which I'm a living testimony. Back out, because I just never use this thing, but I don't know how to use it yet. Where's navigate at? Navigation, here we go. Matter of fact, they popped up. It actually came up, I just said I was on that screen, but I'm gonna do it again. So I'll move the screen, all right. So I'm gonna hit this button. Oh, you on? All right. No, man, we leave it on. We can always edit stuff out. You ready? I'm gonna hit this button here. I don't know if you zoom in on that, see that button. That's the microphone button. So even while you're driving, hit this button, navigate to the nearest Walmart. If you look at the screen, all the Walmarts pop up. I can hit any Walmart, it'll take me right to it. It's on. So the car's actually on right now, you can't tell. But you can actually, how do you change those? Oh, lights. Then you go here, and then you go lights, and then you go, this is the night only accent light, don't light, I think it's this one. Yes, see the lights come on there, and then you can change the color of that, those accent lights. So,
Amazing.
I mean, listen, it's purple right now, everybody know the Ravens playing tomorrow, so, but whatever color you want, you just make up a color and just, that's the color.
And I get it that they have this on a lot of newer cars, but it's mostly a lot of the high-end vehicles, and that again is why I love it, because with it being a Model 3 and not being one of the most outrageous price Teslas out there, to have this feature on there is pretty cool. And I mean, if you just think about it, this cockpit is almost like a spaceship, and I absolutely love that.
Put the heat on the seats, heat on the back, and you can actually control your own back there. You can actually control, you can hit the seats on there and control everything yourself in the back or the front. So, yeah, you control the stuff.
Like, I really truly believe that this is more of a driving experience versus just driving a car. I think it's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Like seats, you can just mess with stuff, warm up for no reason. You can check the lock, so that's how you set your key card. You actually set your key card right here yourself. When I first got the car, they gave me 2 key cards. I told my wife, go ahead and, here's your key card, and I left the phone in the car, I was going to take the other key card, and I couldn't do anything. You actually set it up. So you can see I set one up on the 31st, one on January 8th. This is one when it gets before I got the car. But you can add keys to it. You buy more of those and add more, and you can actually give people access through the phone app as well.
Wow.
Automotive.
Now, when you give them access through the app, say for instance, if you have a 14-year-old child who, say in the morning, you gotta take them to school, they can hop in the car, it's warmed up, say they want to get out there a little bit before you, so they'll have access to get in the car. Now, is it something where you can set the key card up to where they have access to certain things, like that card doesn't give them full access, like to where they can get in and drive off or something like that?
Now that, something, I honestly do not know that. I meant to look into that one.
Because I think if it is, that'd be pretty dope.
They got added, so you can add a name for a card. I see that. I don't know if let me see. You tell me the person. That's under me. I didn't set the other card up, but actually you can see you set the cards up and give your name and everything and whatever you're gonna do. Safety, camera-based detection. When you're in Sentry mode, you can do camera-based. You can disable the Sentry sounds, which I don't have any sounds on. I don't know what the sounds sound like. Then you can view the camera from the mobile app as well, which I have on, because like I said, I'll actually just be somewhere. It's pretty much a show-off point. Like, hey, why? Look, such and such street, that's my car's at right now, and I'll actually show them where my car's at right now. It tells you if you need service, tell you your tire pressures. 57 minutes ago, I checked them.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. Tire service mileage, approximately 2,000 miles ago when I got the vehicle, I guess.
I love that since it's all computerized, that it has the owner's manual inside, because I'm telling you, it's such a pet peeve of mine when you buy a car and it doesn't have the owner's manual. So now with Teslas, you always have them. I know it's a small thing, but it's one of the biggest things.
Believe it or not, I'm a little slow, y'all. All the tire pressures are at 38.
I saw that.
It says right here, they recommended 42. I need to adjust my tires. I didn't even realize that. I honestly did not realize that.
Well, I'm not going to lie. When I first saw that, I was impressed that they were all even. I've never seen that before.
So no, I made sure they were even.
That was pretty crazy.
And the crazy part is, I don't know where I got 38 from.
Wow.
I don't know where I got 38 from.
That goes. But with all the cool features that this vehicle has, I love the fact that it's kind of, I'm a button cluster guy. But even with it being kind of plain and just having this as a central unit, it takes a little bit getting used to as far as not having it right here. But I tell you, honestly, I really, truly do absolutely love how simple it is inside of here, but still very high tech. And that's pretty cool.
You can control your blue light. Like, I've never really cared because I wear these glasses that kind of protect me anyway. I wear glasses 24/7 because of my blindness. But it actually controls the blue light, reducing the blue light. Now, see, for some people that's really important. I've heard that quite a bit about a lot of phones and things of that nature, and people love it. But we don't have that issue.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
About this vehicle, everything inside, outside, there's so much, it's allure to it, it's so great. My favorite part is let's get this thing out on the road.
Hey, let's get in. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's watch this. Restore my setting. Bam. I like it. I like the car is always just on, you know?
Oh, that's crazy, man. I would just walk away and just have like my regular car on, forget what I'm driving.
Here we go, wait for you ready? What you on the side? On the side?
And it's recording whenever you're ready.
Alright. Alright. So, crazy part about this is when you're going to press the brake, like when I've been going to the car wash, it's been throwing people off. The reason why it's throwing people off is because when I had the 2024, it didn't do this. On this one, you just either go up for drive or back for reverse. Up for drive. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you car. Wait till I show you car wash mode. But let's first take a spin. It's actually smoother than the other Model 3 from last year. From what I've been told, they put more foam into the the shock area. Like it's all like foam around it now, and it's way more comfortable. I'm trying to think, where could we go? I would say car wash. Like I would let us show y'all car wash more because car wash, that's like the hardest thing I had to do. I couldn't figure out that for nothing. That was like really strange. But watch this. I can just hit at any time. You can just hit the button. But it tells you to keep your hands on the wheel if you see on the screen. But my feet aren't there. I'm not doing anything. I'm not really doing anything. But if you don't keep your hands on the wheel because it is supervised, you have to have a hand on the wheel. Now, this may sound really immature myself. I was thinking if I could find some type of clamp hand thing. You see, I can put on the wheel, and it just makes it think that I'm, that I'm driving.
Makes sense. If you want, you just go straight. That's a nice little roll.
Okay. Look, I'm not even doing that. I don't know why I decided to go straight on its own. And look, I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching the wheel. This is not even automatic driver. This is just your normal auto drive. It does this on its own. I have no destination. It knows how to stop at lights on its own. Look, it starts on its own. As long as I got a hand on the wheel, it does its part.
Now, I'm not going to lie. When I first experienced this is when you had the 2024.
Right.
And I was amazed. Right?
Right.
Because it had the version of what it's doing now, it wasn't the same thing. It was just kind of a little bit different. Almost felt like a beta version.
Right.
Compared to this. Now, when you first got this one, and I came and I drove it and we did the self-driving thing, which is a video that we probably can. There was a whole lot of swearing in that. Because I tell you what, I was amazed how it stopped for people, how it thought and just made sense out of the situation. Just like right now,
Yeah,
it just thinks. The car thinks, and I love that because when you're on the road, you have a lot of people out there that just don't think. And for the fact that the car thinks and makes sense out of stuff, it was crazy. There were two people. I remember there were two people walking across the street. The car stopped to let them go, and as they were walking across the street, the car veered a little bit to the right to go around the people. That was amazing to me.
Right.
There was another car that pulled out.
What's making it put a blink on? I didn't tell it to go anywhere.
Oh, it's probably following your GPS back to where.
No. I don't know what that blink was for. You know something? I think it thought that was like a split off or something. Had to let people know. I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't touch a thing. I don't know. Kept going straight because I didn't tell it the direction. I just got it on going straight right now. Now, if you give it a direct, well, I'll give it a direction back to you, back to the shop in a minute, and then we'll see. But
maybe it knows that we're doing a review and just wants to do the scenic.
Very smart car.
It's a smart car.
Very smart car. Now, it still has pickup. I believe, don't hold me to this for fact, because I know the performance, I think, is faster, like 2 point something seconds. I think this goes to 0 to 60 in 3 point something seconds, this version. And I'll by the time we shoot this, I'll have it up on the screen, but I ain't been down here in years.
Yeah. Crazy, right? The thing that I love about this is it's so smooth. It's just a smooth, relaxing ride. I am always traveling, so I'm always on the road. I drive everywhere. Everybody hates it. But like this would be the ultimate experience for me because it's just so smooth. Like I had said to you, Rawsko, in the video when we did the 2024, one of the things that I absolutely love is the suspension of the vehicle. Because the batteries are underneath the car, it makes the car feel weighted, so it makes the car A, feel safer, and B, more stable on the road. And I like that. It's almost equivalent to maybe, I know this may sound a little far-fetched, but you know, go with me on this. It makes it almost feel like a exotic sports car, like a Lamborghini or something, the way that it hugs the road because it's weighted, and that is cool.
And that's actual facts. The weighted, the balance of the vehicle is amazing. When you're hitting corners, you just feel balanced. You feel safe. Even when it's like, we were in the 2024 and we were in the rain going over 100, and we probably shouldn't have been doing that on camera, but we were going over 100 and it just felt comfortable. You feel safe. I always feel safe in this vehicle. With some of the features, let's just throw this out there off the bat. You ever heard of a stolen Tesla?
No.
You know, that's one great feature off the bat. Like, most people aren't want to be able to steal your car because of the Sentry mode, because of all the cameras and the computerized stuff. It just makes it safe. I mean, it drives for you. I've actually thought about it. I got my youngest son is 16. He's not a fully licensed driver yet. Like, I would feel safe putting him in the car and letting him put the address in and drive to it. Honestly, I really would.
I mean, it almost kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I think this might be the future for children driving.
Right. Wouldn't that be something though? That would be like if they had some kind of feature mode for that. We need to get with Elon.
We need to get with Elon, man. I think
you know what I mean? When you don't feel like taking your kids to the mall, they want to hang out with their friends. You know, what do you do? Put them in the car and send them.
You know something?
Not only that,
it slowed down to 30 miles an hour.
It slowed down to 30 miles an hour. The speed limit was a little bit faster on the street that we were just on. He's amazing. He's amazing with this shit.
You ready for me? Pick a spot. So it's actually, I thought it might be on microphone, the car is actually parking itself right now. Video of it. Oh, he's zooming in on it. You can actually see him. You can see the cameraman filming it as he walks around with filming it. But the car wants to get it so perfect. It parks like a woman.
It does.
Because I would just sit right in here. I think I would just sit right back in here. But the pickup is ridiculous.
Rocket ship.
Wow.
We're already at 60 already. That was like super quick, man.
Rocket ship.
Wow. That threw the camera back in the seat.
He said, wow.
Yeah. That shit really, you can get to 60 like that, yo. Like when people be like, I guess people look at it like a little small economy car, and people don't want to let you over for a second. Like, yo, you know I can just take that, right?
Right.
Put your blink on, they try to speed up, I just take it on the yo, you know I can get over there and take it.
No, I got that, right?
And one thing with electric cars, their
that could have been a street. I'm going to go down one of these streets. There you go.
Their acceleration is much quicker and is more responsive than a gas acceleration.
Without question. Yes. I'm going to go back and take that spot right there. Because
it's all torque.
Right.
It almost kind of reminds you of the little remote control cars that were on a racetrack back in the day. Like, I'm about to date myself now. Like when I was about 10 years old back in the early 80s, you would put the little car on that little racetrack and it would just shoot.
Right.
It was electric.
Yes.
The magnetic force
and
what pulled
exactly. And that's exactly what it's like. The same type of propulsion as that. 100%. See, this street might be able to do it. I like to do it between two cars, but I know I can park on the side if I slow down and it just park. But I'm trying to see, can I find, it'd be nice if I could find between two cars without blocking the driveway. That's it. I wonder what to do right there. Watch this. Look at this.
It will do it?
Yeah.
Alright, so check it out, y'all.
We're gonna do it from inside, I might fall out and then do it from outside too.
Again, no hands.
No hands? It's like it wants to get it so right.
I'm not mad at that though.
It's backing itself up.
It's a tight spot.
It's gonna work it though. It even shows with a heat sensor how
Right.
close you are to the vehicles. So the closer you get, the more color you will see right there. But it is really trying to get into this spot right now. It is not giving up.
And I mean, it's actually accomplished it.
Wow. Straightens itself out. And we are all parked again. Turns on all the side
That is
lighting.
crazy.
That is amazing.
And-
Now we're recording,
Park.
and now we're going to try
Start.
so he can catch the angles from outside. And as you see him in the camera back there,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think my wife could do this parking spot right here. I think she'd give up.
I don't know a lot of people that would
try
be able to. You can catch the angles from outside. And as you see him in the camera back there, that is simply amazing. And it just knows exactly how close to get to a vehicle before it needs to go. And then it backs you up and tucks you right in. Perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
It pulled it off flawlessly.
Flawlessly. That makes parking so much easier in those days you don't feel like doing all of that back and forth. It does it for you.
That was amazing.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a bat. He's gonna see how close it is.
Yes.
Now,
Takes me a minute. I would really need to utilize that feature every day.
For like new drivers,
New
that are
drivers.
learning how to parallel park. Even though you'll have to do it on your test, at least you'll be able to do it a little bit easier out in the real world.
it's a matter of time before they let you do it use it on your test because
Yeah, that's
like
true.
even if you want to do a windshield wiper, like it's automatic, it automatically sense, but you press it here. Everything's on the steering wheel or here.
Everything's digital blind.
Everything. Now they do have an option somewhere, but you don't see it right now, to do park or something. I saw it on it actually light up at some point in time if you need it. But it's such a joy of a vehicle, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, just because I can, even though.
Well, why not?
Like I said, it's a great feature. A little slow on my legging because I whip right in, but I use it a lot just because I have it.
So now we're going to try the summons the car to where we are from parking. No one's in the car. We're going to see if it works.
So you can see the app is telling me now we're 119 feet from the vehicle where it's parked. I'm gonna hit come to me. I'm gonna let the camera zoom in on it closer so they can watch the car. I'm about to hit come to me now, and let's see what happens.
Will start pulling itself out, and will start bringing itself towards you, to wherever your location may be. So as you can see, it's driving itself up to where we are at. Nobody is in the vehicle at this time. The vehicle is empty, it's still moving. Oh.
So, as we conclude the video, we want to talk about one little mishap that we had. It was a simple fix, a little bit trying, a little bit unexpected, but kind of glad it happened. So we know what to do, and actually, so all you guys out there with Teslas know what to do. Tell me a little bit, Rawsko, what happened?
Well, what Rich is talking about, we summoned the vehicle. So we actually, as you just saw, we did the summon feature, and we summoned the vehicle the way we were in front of the shopping center. when we got in the vehicle, maybe because I released it kind of quick, it stopped like very, very abruptly. And when it came back on, when we got in the vehicle, it was hard to steer. And it says steer assist was off and lane departure was also off. So it was the steering wheel was very hard, and we looked it up online. What we had to do, we had to restart the vehicle. Now, this is especially my inexperience with a Tesla. I didn't realize we weren't restarting it. You literally have to get 30 feet away or turn the Bluetooth off on your phone.
Right.
Because I kept thinking the car was off, and it was not off. Once we got away 30 feet, came back, everything reset. So we imagine it's some type of safety feature. You know, kind of like when when you're doing these full self-service drive with a supervised and you release the wheel and it says it cuts it off and you can't use it until the next drive. I was stuck in that same drive because the car wasn't off. It's always on. So in order for the car to really go off or restart the car, you have to literally leave, get out the area if you have your phone on, or take the Bluetooth off.
So it was pretty crazy because, like I said, it was something that we had never experienced before, even in the other Tesla that we did the review on, the 2024. So it was definitely interesting that it happened. We learned a lot, again, with the whole thing of making sure that you walk away so the vehicle completely cut off. Now, the upside of it is, it's an electric car, so pretty much anything that kind of happens, you probably can fix it with the reset, kind of like your cell phone. So that is kind of cool. But it just takes a little bit of patience, a little bit of reading. But overall, even with that experience, I actually love it. I think that is a very great vehicle. I'm glad that they made a Tesla that was a little bit more affordable. That was one of the things that I was looking at in the beginning. With Tesla, they were way too expensive. You have to get them used to make it affordable. And then, of course, you know, you have a little wear on the battery and all of that stuff. So I was a little leery about getting a used Tesla. But for the fact that now that the new Model 3s are priced maybe a little bit under about 55 grand, maybe.
45, really?
45 grand. That now that they're under that it makes it a lot more affordable to the public. So I do love that about the new Tesla Model 3s. Like I said, this one is pretty much fully equipped to 2025, and this one came about 51. So it's affordable, and it's a fun vehicle. It's very, very computerized, so you got to be a little bit techie to understand it, but it's a great vehicle. I like it a lot. What do you think, Rawsko?
It's a good vehicle, a lot of incentives. Right now, I got a $7,500 credit from, it's a federal credit right now for buying a vehicle. I think it has to be under $55,000, I believe, and you'll get that credit. It depends on your income now. If you're a baller, hey, if you make over 150 or 200 something in that area, then I think it was 200. Then you won't be able to get it, but for the most part, you'll be able to get it. If you use, it's going to drop a link in the comment. Below. If you use that link, I believe you get $1,000 off, and it's actually sometimes it's $2,000 off. And remember that we're not. The reason a lot of people watch is because we're not experts on this stuff. We're regular people just like you, and we're just using it and letting you know how we feel about it. You may feel the same, you may not, but the car's a beast. The handling, everything about it, the safety features. And then we actually looked in there because we did discuss earlier about the children features, and they do got it in the app. There's a bunch of child features in there. You can do a max speed on them. You can do a max acceleration on them. So it's a great car if you're going to give it to your children to go out there and drive. You know, your 16, 17, 18-year-old to drive.
I'm definitely a fan. I love it. I want to say again, thank you. I want to say thank you to Pinnacle Custom Automotive Shop for sponsoring this and using the shop and Pinnacle Automotive Custom.
The link will be in. The link to Pinnacle will be in below. Take a look at it.
Where they do tint, they do vehicle wrapping, vehicle lettering, auto repair, stereo systems, lighting, remote start, PPF, detailing, anything car related, they do. You gotta look them up. The link will be in there. The number's 410-205-1717. Also want to give a shout out to our camera guy, Devin, in the back.
Definitely killing it.
DC Productions. did all of this.
Link will be in the underneath as well.
The link will be in the bottom. Great. Look, you got to get at him. Hire him for videos. The best. You'll see all editing. Oh my God, it's crazy. You got to get at him. So we just want to thank everybody for watching us. Show on the go.
On the go. Rawsko Squeezoff.
Rich Blackman. Oh,
Don't forget to hit the like button. Share. Like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe. You
Got
deal.
you. Please help us. You guys signing off. Show on the go. Real reviews. We in there.
Till next time.